Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Sakeina. Today we are going to take a look at the Soul Cats Tarot, the guidebook and the cards one by one, and then stay tuned because I will shuffle the cards really well and see what Sakeina thinks of this deck, what her take is. So let's take a look here at the box. We've got Soul Cats Tarot, and Leeza Robertson is the maker of these cards, and the art by Adam Oehlers. This is a Llewellyn books, and as per usual, they have the magnetic box. And there is really something about this, the coloring of this Soul Cats Tarot, that just makes it feel very magical. And then on the back of the box, let's see what that has to say. Enjoy stronger intuition and renewed purpose with the divine felines. Rediscover your passion for play, your sense of adventure, and your capacity for love with the Soul Cats, a divine group of felines who can't wait to romp with you through the tarot. This brilliant Rider-Waite-based deck introduces you to spiritual guides of all shapes and colors, both glamored, ordinary in appearance, and unglamored, divine in appearance. They teach you that no matter how you look, you have beauty, purpose, and important gifts. Featuring a full-color companion book by tarot expert Leeza Robertson and spectacular illustrations by Adam Oehlers, Soul Cats Tarot is the perfect tool to energize your readings and leap into intuitive action. Includes a 78-card deck and 208-page full-color guidebook. All right, so let us take a look at this guidebook here. And as always, Llewellyn does the full color glossy page. So we have the Soul Cats Companion is what they've called this. And the contents, we have a quick pounce, well, an introduction, then a quick Pounce Spread, Major Arcana, Minor Arcana, and they are using Pentacles, Wands, Swords, and Cups. Spreads in a Spell, we've got Cat's Eye Spread, Cat and Mouse Spread, Love Cats Spread, Soul Cat Monthly Forecast, and Presence on Your Doorstep spell. Then a conclusion, and about the author and about the artist. So let's take a quick look here. There's a little verbiage here. It says, when the angels called on the Soul Cats, there was a bit of negotiating to be had. Terms and conditions had to be sorted. A full bonus structure needed to be put into place for all humans saved by a Soul Cat, and there had to be an extraction plan in place if things went belly up. Thankfully, that hasn't happened yet, but humans are still a relatively young species. Anything is possible at this point. You see, it wasn't just a few Soul Cat representatives that came to Earth, it was the entire race. They gave up their home to come and reside on ours. They left everything they knew to be here so we would learn to open our hearts, be kind, and remember we are not alone. So we have the introduction, how to use your Soul Cat cards, the quick Pounce Spread with 4 cards. Then we move right into the Major Arcana. And it looks as though each one has a little blurb at the top here, a guidance section, and a protection section. And we will go through one of those after we go through the deck. So that is what is given for each of the cards, a full page. Then if we look at the minors, we have the same. So they're giving equal balance to majors and minors and how the book is put together. And then once we're through those, we go to Spreads and a Spell. So it's the Cat's Eye Spread with 5 cards. Oh, there we go. the cat and mouse spread. Cat and mouse spread with 4 cards. The love cat spread with, looks like 5 cards. Soul cat monthly forecast with 3 cards. And then we have a conclusion. And about the author. And about the artist. And that is the book. So we'll look at this later. We'll grab a couple cards at random. Okay, so let's pull this out of here, and as you can see, we have the eye in the center, and again, it is so magical. Again, it's got to be the coloring or something for me. Okay, so I just realized that I do not have these cards in order, so I'm going to go off camera for a minute and get them back in order for us. So hang in there, please. Okay, so finally got them all together. So let's start with the Fool. The Magician. And there are, I believe, 4 different kinds of cats used in this deck. Siamese is one of them. I think Maine Coon might be another. The Empress. Emperor. The Hierophant. The Lovers. Maybe I'll move these outside of, that way it's not as, the Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. The Wheel. Justice. The Hanged Cat. Death. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. The World. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Four of Wands, Five of Wands, Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, Eight of Wands, Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. Excuse if you heard that. That was my Chihuahua snoring. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, Ace of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Swords, Four of Swords, Five of Swords, Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords, Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups, Page of Cups, Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. So I suppose I should probably also share with you the shuffle here. So side shuffle, easy enough. And Llewellyn cards are always really, really easy for me to shuffle because they are usually quite glossy. Great riffle shuffle. And as you can see, you know, we have shine, definitely, on both sides. So depending on your lighting is going to depend on, you know, if you have a difficult time with it. They look to be the same normal tarot size. And for those who enjoy, let's see, how do you do that? Like this, doing it this way, obviously because they are slippery, this works really well. And then perhaps you're one who enjoys shuffling from the side, like this. And that's fine, but you notice there's lots of clumps. It's not like a riffle shuffle. So there we have it. I'm going to go off of camera right now and shuffle these up really, really well and come back and let Sakeina toss out a couple of cards for us to see what her take on this deck is. Be right back. Okay, so they're all shuffled up. And so we're going to ask Sakeina. Sakeina, could you throw out one or two cards for us so we can see what your take on this deck is? And if there's too much shuffling going on, I will cut out some of it when I edit the video. And excuse the lack of focus as I'm shuffling like this. The camera doesn't want to go with motion, apparently, very well. Okay, Sakeina. Oop, there went two of them. All right, so let's see what we've got here. See, I imagine we go the Devil and the Hanged Cat. So I'm going to say, because this is because she put out two major Arcana cards, I'm taking this to mean that she's saying that this is an important deck. And it is a grounded and emotional deck from the way that it looks. I also feel like she's saying with the Devil that you can't judge a book by its cover, which means even though, I mean, this is definitely based on Rider-Waite, but all of us have habits of reading a card without necessarily looking at the picture. And some of us just look at the picture and not the card, and some do both. In this case, I think she's saying that it is very important to, with this deck, put away all habits. Try and look at this deck fresh and new with a new perspective, because we're dealing with, well, cats for one. And I think that the maker of this deck wanted it to be more of a spiritual kind of deck. So perhaps looking at it from the aspect of spirituality and not just a deck of tarot cards. And we're not tied to that, obviously, but that is something I think that she is suggesting. So let's take a look, since we didn't look at the book as I had promised you we would. Going to 15 and see how it reads. So the Devil. The world is as you create it. Each decision you have made has brought you to this point. Good or bad matters not. The only thing that matters is the way you feel about the results you have created. This soul cat asks, when you look around at your life, how do you feel about the decisions you have made? Do they make you feel free, or do they make you feel shackled and stuck? Guidance. When one becomes aware that the life they now live is a direct result of decisions they have made, they can start to feel guilt, shame, and even anger. There is a level of self-loathing that takes one to a dark space, a space where the devil sits waiting for you, but not to judge or even to advise. The devil merely holds space for all the emotions that take you away from the light. Someone has to be the guardian of pain, and the devil has put up his paws to be your guide. The devil is here to show you what binds you and gives you some pointers on how to unshackle yourself and move back into the light. Protection. There are times in our lives when we all need to retreat to the dark, sit with our pain, and find where we have bound ourselves to our fears and doubts. However, we are not meant to stay in this space. It is a temporary healing sanctuary, and you have overstayed your welcome. It is time to let go of what you can and move back into the light of your everyday life. So that is how the book reads. So in looking at that, adding it to what we've already said, is this might seem, well, I'm going to say it's a light and dark deck. That's what it's about. So I imagine it probably could also be used for shadow work of sorts. There are some cards in here that are very emotionally jerky, such as the Death card, and a few like that. This one's a little bit something for me because the neighbor cat, who often comes into my house for food, they feed him well, but he's a cat. He actually got taken up into a tree when he was younger, and the blue jays did it. A group of blue jays took him and hung him upside down and hurt him pretty badly. They had a lot of time spent at the vet after that, but it hasn't deterred him. So anyway, I think Sakeina is saying, again, as we can see, we've got a dark and a light card here. So dark and light side of self, perhaps shadow work, inner work, to help release whatever we've given away or whatever we have not taken responsibility for, to bring everything into the light and offer a whole new perspective. And I think she's also saying if we think we aren't good at reading, it's going to offer something new here. And if we think we're bad people, it's going to give us a whole new perspective. So in this sense, she's saying this is a very important deck, again with the major arcanas, offering dark and light and a new perspective on how we read, a new perspective on who we are, whatever it is we're reading about. It's going to give us both sides of the coin, so to speak, and a new way of looking at things. And since the Hanged Man or Hanged Cat is a water card, water is emotion. So I'm going to say she does like the deck. All right, so that's what we have here. And I am sorry if this got out of focus on us and I wasn't looking at the screen, I was looking at the cards. So until next time, take care.